Okay, there you go. There was like a little glitch, a little delay, but here we are, y'all. My summer courses end on Saturday. This summer has went by super fast, super fast. As y'all know, Locha has happened, and I am documenting my process of going back to school. I am 1 year down of my education doctorate program from the University of Missouri St. Louis, where I'll be receiving an education doctorate in racial and social justice. Yay! Um, and so 1 year down, and now we are wrapping up our summer courses. This is a 3 year long program. It is a cohort program, and so that means we are now in groups. We'll be working on our research in groups, and y'all, I want to be transparent with y'all. I love this program. I'm going to say that I want it to override every single thing, but at the beginning of summer, I could have tapped out, y'all. I could have quit. I I could have definitely. I was definitely looking at options. If you've been following my journey, it's been nothing but amazing. But I will say, um, some things transpired that it put me in a position to where, as an educational practitioner who specializes in staff development, I really I had to step back and take a look at what I actually wanted to get out of the experience and out of this program. The issue that arose, I will say, presented me with the option to either move forward with enrolling in a PhD program, which was not viable, or to continue and stay in the program that I'm currently enrolled in, or alternative, which was to escalate the incident and in hopes that it was favorable in my request. And which I do believe that I could have been successful going that route. But what I want to stress is that in the work that I do, I am mostly the one that's um, in charge of navigating, orchestrating, and this cohort structure presents you with an opportunity to be able to strategize and problem solve with others as it relates to something that you are absolutely passionate about. Like, I'm absolutely passionate about. Our topic is closely responsive professional development and studying the characteristics or variables of efficacious or transformational professional development. And I think for the professionals that are involved, um, because it's something that we are so passionate about, when there are things that don't necessarily align. Like, one of the things that I can also say about this program is that even though, you do align with others who have similar interests, some things, like one of the things that I want to focus on, this is going off on a little tangent, but just also expounding about the fact that the cohort method, as far as doing research with others, does kind of limit the range or the scope or the direction that you can go in. I really also wanted to embed the study of epigenetics, and I quickly saw that did not fit within the structure of what we were looking to do. So that's just one aspect of understanding that you do when you're working with others. Things change, you have to refine some things, but it's even deeper than that. It's also the personalities, communication, respecting each other's professionalism. All of those variables have interplay. And me personally, I feel like I get paid to strategize. So you talking about paying for a program, and it ain't cheap. And to me, that's also like paying for your peace of mind, your sanity. Like I'm an easy like go to opposite direction of chaos or what appears to be chaos. I'm just like tap me out. What this experience has done was number one, you have to face some things. You definitely have to communicate. I love communicating, but I think for all of those involved, it was just a learning experience about like, hey, we all have this professional goal to complete our education doctorate. We all are very passionate about the topic that we have selected, and it's just really navigating and just being in synergy with one another as we move forward. So yeah, I was gonna drop out because I just don't like any type of confusion or chaos. I like to communicate, and I will say our group is resilient. We bounce back very quickly, but that was a thing, and I don't think I would be doing you all a disservice if I didn't share that. And I'll expound on it more, and maybe even have my group. We chatted up about it because it will be a thing of the past. But one of the other reasons too that I chose not to escalate it is that I love my professors. They are amazing. The book that I did the unboxing for, Sky Full of Elephants, I I really believe that book is what got me to really pump the brakes on escalating the process and really taking a look at the fact that um, our professors in this program are using a fugitive pedagogy framework, meaning they are being relentless in their practice of being culturally responsive educational practitioners and sharing with us material that will help take us to the next level, no matter our roles. And so, me being an educational consultant, this is definitely going to take me further in my practice. Being exposed to this book, y'all, get Sky Full of Elephants, because I don't want to give y'all too much. I want you to read it. But being exposed to this book, which basically gives you like a psychological release of this burden of systemic oppression, and it liberates your thinking in terms of your capacity to perform at your highest in regards to whatever your calling is. So there's superintendents in our programs, there's building principals, there's counselors. This book liberates your mind to the extent to where you think like, how can I perform at my highest in this role if there was no barriers? And then even beyond professional, like personal, like how can I perform at my highest if there aren't any systemic barriers that keep me oppressed or limited? And so um, I'm sharing it because it's really one of the factors that kept me in my program. Sky Full of Elephants. Shout out to Sibo Campbell. I wrote the author just to tell him how amazing the book was. Just to shout out Dr. Janae Alfred. That's one of our mentors in the program who was actually responsible for getting the book into the course load. And yeah, it's been absolutely a great summer experience. The summer has went by with the snap of a finger. Um, we'll be finished on the 12th. I've taken three classes over the summer. Um, they have all been very enriching. We are working on our chapter one of our dissertation, and we're just moving and grooving. And I just appreciate everything. There's a one course, it's called Integrating Technology, and we are learning about different technology tools that are out there, different types of AI platforms and things like that. There's one, y'all had to research it, Riplet. Again, I don't have no affiliates with these folks. This is just based on me learning about the tool and really wanting to integrate it into my business. But Riplet, this is a platform to where you can prompt AI to create an idea, and it will literally bring it to life. Like whether you want to create a digital platform, there's a classmate of mine, Heather. She has a nonprofit organization in which she had mentioned that she wanted to keep those people who were signing up engaged in what the organization was doing. So giving them like daily tasks or things that they could do. So she wanted the platform to be able to do automated outreach and prompt those people who signed up that said that they want to be actively involved to give them like an action item to do every day in real time. The gentleman who was talking about this platform helped her script the prompt and to put the prompt in, and it literally kicked out a whole infrastructure for her to be able to plug it into her business, to even plug it into her CRM that she already had all of those different clients' contact information. So Riplet.com, that is something that you want to check out and look at if you have a business and you want to you have an idea that you want to bring to fruition. Play around with the prompting. School AI is another platform that has various different tools to where it helps you with creating lesson plans. It helps you with creating POC agendas, quizzes, surveys, all of these different things. And we use a platform that's called the Teacher's Tech Guide, and you basically like pay for a subscription and you learn about all of these different technology tools. They have things that create um, like newsletters or correspondence in dual language if you have like dual language needs at the organizations that you're serving. Um, so yeah, it's been going good. It's been going good. So I just wanted to give y'all like an update, be very transparent about my brief stint with wanting to quit my program. Um, and not even wanting to quit. I just wanted like my way. And um, I mean, that did include also like quitting, I guess. But yeah, overall, I'm super happy. I'm enjoying the process. And if you are thinking about going back to school, it's so unfortunate that we got to pay for it. A lot of the information that we are learning, like information wise, history wise, throughout this whole last year, I just imagine if I was like 15 years old, 16 years old, and I received that information and history, like what would I be doing now at 37 if I had access to that information? So that's the only other thing. Like, I just really wish that people didn't have to go through a doctorate program to get access to this information, especially in the education industry. But I do know that it is making me better. The connections are amazing. We actually have, and when I say we, it's because I submitted a proposal to present at the ATE conference, which is the Association of Teacher Educators Conference, and I definitely listed two of my classmates as a panelist for the conference, and two of my consultants will also be presented, and then one of my professors. But okay, so hear me out. The conference is focused on working with educators who teach future teachers. So they're the educators of those in pre-service programs. And so one of the things that we've talked about throughout this last year is just the disconnect with higher ed pre-service educator programs and the actual institutions or organizations in which those beginning year teachers will be working in. And so I just knew that if I was going to submit a proposal, I wanted to bring in those who have experience with receiving those staff. So, two of my classmates who serve as building level principals, I wanted to bring them in for their perspective on what they experience as building leaders from beginning year teachers. Like, what type of cultural disconnects are they noticing? What type of information do they wish higher education institutions that prepare teachers would start integrating? I'm bringing my consultants in so they can provide their perspective of what it's like working with beginning year educators. I think a lot of times we focus maybe like on oh, it's your beginning year and just really trying to give them classroom management, so forth. But once we are in the field, our consultants are truly tailoring it towards the educator demographics that we have, along with your traditional what it's like being a beginning year teacher. And so pairing the building leadership with the consultants who do the work, along with our professor Dr. Janae Alfred is going to be bringing the higher education perspective on how to enhance teacher preparation programs by infusing culturally responsive pedagogy. And so, just really excited to lead this conversation as a panel moderator. My goal is to show that we already know the numbers. 70% of teacher preparation programs are taught by white women. And we know that oftentimes there is, some intentionality that is brought to pre service organizations with integrating some content, but uh, just doing it in a more structured way, in a more sustainable way, and creating a conversation around what does that look like. And so I'm really excited. So we have Dr. Melissa Leonard Goodlett representing first class educator. We have Trisha Gervich, my former instructional coach, representing first class educator. Both of those young ladies run our beginning teacher mentorship programming that we administer with districts for their 0 to 5 year teachers. And then we have Darwin Brown, principal of Carlane Visual and Performing Arts in St. Louis, Missouri. We have Nicole Newell, um, principal of Lafayette Preparatory Academy in St. Louis. And then we have Dr. Janae Alfred, University of Missouri professor, and myself. So that will be July 28th, 2025 at the Hyatt Regency, St. Louis, Missouri. Y'all come and tap in. Our session is at 10:40. I'm not sure when I'll be releasing this video. I'll try to make it quick so maybe y'all can see it and have an opportunity to come. If you're not following me on social media, follow me on social media. Locha Power Moves on everything. LOCHA Power Moves on everything. Life is cool. I'm happy to share with y'all. Yeah. So that's all. I'm happy I got this in. We got this in. We got our end of summer docu series. We got it in. We got it in. I cannot wait till this is like a whole thing, and it's like just talking about the journey. But yeah, the biggest thing I wanted to tell you, I was that yes, literally, I was about to drop out. I was just about to I'm not doing this anymore. I can't believe this. And it was literally like a brief stint momentarily. But we resolved it very quickly because I love this program. I love my teachers. I love Sky Full of Elephants. I just love it. I love it. I love it. And I'm happy to be here. So that's all. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Bye bye.